Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of the EPSA Podcast. My name is Leonor, EPSA's Publications Coordinator, and as usual, I'll be your host for today. In today's episode, we are going to discuss mobility, in specific EPSA's own mobility project, the Twinnet. For context, Twinnet consists of a team mobility program that aims to enhance the exchanges among EPSA members, allowing the transfer of culture, knowledge, and experiences. In this mobility project, 2, 3, or even 4 groups of students coming from different countries make an exchange among themselves and visit each other's countries. Something that makes this project very special is the fact that each group of students is led by a Twinnet Coordinator who is in contact with EPSA's Mobility Coordinator, and they will manage and organize the experience for the group of students they are going to do this exchange with, and raise funds to pursue their own activities, creating the opportunity to personalize their experience and develop their own set of personal skills. Therefore, so as to raise even more your interest on the project, today we are going to interview one of these mandate's Twinnet coordinators and see what she can say about her own Twinnet experience, as well as share valuable insights for those of you who have already thought of jumping into this adventure but were missing that little push to take a leap and proceed to organizing one. So without further ado, let us jump right into the interview. Hello everyone, we have another of our marvelous guests with us today. I would please ask you, going to spoil already a little bit, Martyna, if you could introduce yourself and also give some of general information about you, so age, country, faculty, so on and so forth. So hello again, Martyna, please go.
Hi, my name is Martyna and I'm second year student of pharmacy, and I'm a Twinnet Coordinator in Polish Pharmaceutical Students Association branch in Łódź. Our Twinnet took place between 12 and 17 February in Caen, France, but we greeted our French participants between 26 February and 2nd March in Łódź.
Oh, that's so great. Yeah, France is amazing. I mean, Poland is also amazing. I've been there before as well. So slay, that's so great. Okay, that's lovely. But I mean, how did you get to know about the Twinnet program, and in the end, what motivated you to go for this experience?
I mean, Łódź never did a Twinnet earlier, so I really wanted to be the first person that will make it. Luckily, EPSA had an amazing nationwide meeting in the beginning of my mandate. During one, other Twinnet coordinators, more experienced, told me about their Twinnets and how to organize it properly. Yeah.
Okay, so you have kind of a mentorship going on. That's so great. I'm sure it was amazing. I mean, we'll get into it later, but that's so great. So a lot of people don't have this kind of mentorship, and that's also why we are doing this podcast, also to give people some more information on how they can jump into this experience, into this opportunity. So more broadly, could you share your experience, participating in an EPSA Twinnet program? Like, what was your overall take from this whole experience?
Oh, yeah, it was absolutely amazing. As an organizer and a perfectionist, I really wanted to prepare every detail as much as I can, so it was a little bit stressful, but after all, I never was so proud of myself. Apart from that, people I was able to meet couldn't be better. Mary, Vice President of Internationals in Caen, was so helpful and we clicked immediately. She also finalized everything and was with me in touch all the time.
Oh, that's so great. I'm so glad that you were so well supported. But you said like you are a perfectionist, so could you speak a bit more about these challenges that you had to face, you and your friends, in organizing this whole experience?
Oh yeah, the biggest problem was transport, and I think we could have analyzed it better in advance. In Poland, just to get to the airport in Warsaw, we had 4 changes, which took 7 hours in general. And all of these because the cheapest flight was at 6 a.m., so there was no train or bus that early, and we had to start our travel the day before.
Oh my gosh. Well, you really committed to the project. You really committed to it. I mean, the next question, I think it really ties well with this one. So what were the most memorable moments from the activities during the Twinnet? I can already tell that this flight situation could be one of them, but do you have more to add?
Oh, the views in Normandy definitely stole my heart. And not only mine, I guess. I have never seen such breathtaking views before. We have been to places such as Mont Saint-Michel or Arromanches-les-Bains. And what's more, Mary and her friends also took us to a viewpoint of almost whole Caen, right next to the castle. We did there, of course, a photo session and had a great time in each of these places. I must admit that these were absolutely unforgettable moments for a lifetime.
That's so amazing. That's so cool. I can kind of envision that already. Well, Twinnet is not only sightseeing and having these cultural also exchanges. It's also a bit learning. We'll have very learning opportunities, not just for culture, but for through trainings, for example. So did participating in the Twinnet exchange contribute in any way to your personal, academic, or professional growth? And if you did, actually, in what ways?
Obviously, yes. I always wanted to see how pharmaceutical fields and studies differ abroad from those in Poland. Our French friends took us to a huge pharmaceutical company where we could see how medicines are distributed and how working in such a places looks like. It was really interesting.
Okay, I'm glad that you had those opportunities, and I really hope that people that decide to organize Twinnets in the future also have the opportunity to go through this experience, because they are amazing and they can be really life-changing. On that note, what are the key takeaways and insights that you gain from this experience and that you would like to leave for all of our listeners today?
Oh, that's a really important question. I think Twinnet made me feel much more open to other people, especially when it comes to my language barrier, which totally disappeared. It gave me also so much more confidence in organizing events because of a huge experience with the exchange, which the exchange gave me. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's so great. That's so great. Because it's this feeling of fulfillment that EPSA pursues and also wants our students to pursue. So we are very glad that these are are your takeaways, and that is the message that you want to put forward. And on that line, what would be the advice you would give to any pharmacy student who is considering to participate in a Twinnet, or even as you did organize one? What would be your advice?
Well, first of all, don't hesitate to participate. I can assure you that it will be very valuable time, not only from the educational side, but also Twinnet is a perfect place where you can make a lot of international friendships.
Yeah, for sure. I couldn't agree more. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to go through a Twinnet itself, but I was part of many welcome teams, and I can assure you, like, it was so meaningful and such a feeling of fulfillment that it gave me in the end to be connected with these people. So yeah, people are one of the best parts of going through these exchange experiences. And to close our interview, Martyna, if you had to summarize your Twinnet experience in one word or even one sentence, what would it be?
I asked about it by Polish participants, and they replied in Indonesian that Twinnet, in a one-sentence summary, would be the biggest adventure of a student life.
That's great. That's such a good message to leave for everyone. I really hope that this interview also pushes people to go push their boundaries and experience this kind of mobility that EPSA also assists in providing. You know, everyone, if you want to go through this process, you can always contact EPSA Mobility Coordinator. They will be here to assist you in any way possible. So don't be afraid. Go through this experience. It's very meaningful personally, and it will contribute highly for your own academic and professional growth. So I really hope this podcast and this episode stays as with a message of push your boundaries, go for it, and try these new experiences. And as a last note, thank you so much, Martyna, for giving us your time, for participating in this interview. I was very, very happy. I still am very, very happy to have you with me. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you maybe for a second part. Thank you so much.
Of course.
There you go, everyone. Now you have at least fewer excuses not to consider participating or even organizing a Twinnet. As you saw from Martyna's testimony, it is a very meaningful and fulfilling experience. And even when times do get hard, there is always someone to support you. Another big advantage of the program is the fact that you could be traveling in a group. Therefore, you would always have each other for support and to grow with. I hope this episode has helped clarify a bit more what is Twinnet and also what you can expect from this mobility program. However, there is still much more to know about Twinnet and many more testimonies to hear. Therefore, we might return with a continuation of this topic in the future. I remind you that you can always reach out to EPSA's Mobility Coordinator for further information and also gather more information next to your national associations. I, of course, highly recommend visiting our website, where you can find under mobility more relevant information on the program, including the Twinnet Coordinator registration form, a comprehensive leaflet with the key information on it, as well as the project's guidelines. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and of course, one last thank you to Martyna for being such a wonderful guest and for agreeing to share her experience with us. Don't forget, of course, to follow EPSA on all our social medias in the description down below. Leave those amazing 5 stars on Spotify and, of course, like in all other platforms. I hope to see you soon with more relevant topics for pharmaceutical students. See you then.